Hello, 7th grade English. Today we are going to do a lesson where we're going to create a thesis and topic sentence. This is thesis and topic sentence challenge number 3. I'd like you to write your name right where it says name. I'll write my name, you write yours. Okay, now I want us to look at the prompt. Let's circle the prompt so it's prominent. And we're going to read it together and highlight important information. Write an essay, so we know this is going to be multi-paragraphs, in which you analyze why Mr. Stevens is a great middle school principal. So that's really what we're going to be proving in our paper, that he's a great middle school principal. Now, I'm going to ask you to be sure in your essay to analyze at least 2 traits about Mr. Stevens. So what I'd like you to do right now is to think about how would you break this essay up. So we know that the thesis is in the introduction paragraph, which is shaped like this, and it is the last sentence right there at the bottom of the introduction paragraph. And this sentence tells us what the whole paper is going to prove. Remember that your thesis needs a subject and an opinion. So obviously Mr. Stevens is going to be your subject, and then the opinion has to be what the prompt is asking you to prove. Then you're going to have, in this particular practice, this challenge, we're only going to have 2 body paragraphs this time. And I've told you, that when the subject and opinion get married, they have babies and they're always twins or more. Lately, we've been doing topic sentence 1, 2, and 3, so they've had triplets. But today, just twins. So this topic sentence is going to be the very first sentence in a body paragraph. So this is a body paragraph. I'm going to kind of make the paragraph sign, which is a kind of a backwards P. And this topic sentence is going to be the very first sentence in that body paragraph, and it tells me what this whole paragraph is going to be about. This topic sentence is going to be the first sentence in the second body paragraph. I'm going to write body paragraph again. It's the first sentence in that second body paragraph, and it tells me what this whole paragraph is going to prove about Mr. Stevens. Okay, so what I'd like you to do right now is to attempt this. I want you to write 1 sentence. Remember, you're only writing 1 sentence for each of these. 1 sentence here, 1 sentence there, and 1 sentence here. I would like you to write 3 sentences. The thesis, telling me what the whole paper's about. The first topic sentence, which is what this whole body paragraph is going to be about, and another topic sentence, what is this whole body paragraph going to be about? And those are your only 3 sentences. Pause the video, write those, and if I'm sitting at my desk, I want you to bring them to me and let me see them and check them. Okay, if I'm not sitting at my desk, I'll check them when we turn in this paper tomorrow, okay? Because I may not be here in class during your period. Okay, turn off your video and write your thesis and 2 topic sentences. Okay, now we're on the back side of the paper, and before we even do this part, I'm going to need you to get some highlighters out, and hopefully you have some, but if you do not, I would like you to get out a green one, a pink, a purple, an orange, a yellow, and a blue. And if you do not have all of those colors, get out the ones you have, and then you can go up and borrow some from my bin at the front of the room by pulling the ones you need and leaving your shoe up there as a deposit. Okay, and please, please, please remember to return my pens at the end of the day. Don't keep any of them, okay? So right now, pause the video and go get the pens and come back. All right, now we are going to review the parts of a formal essay. So I'm going to write formal essay up here because there are essays that are not written this way, but you're in a 7th grade English class, and this is how we write a formal essay, and we're going to practice one today. So we know that the thesis I'm going to draw a little tiny introduction paragraph over here, broad to specific. We know the thesis goes right there at the very end of the introduction paragraph. And we know that a thesis is a subject plus an opinion. Okay? In a body paragraphs, you have different parts. The very first sentence in a body paragraph is a topic sentence, and it's made up of a topic, which is a baby subject, and an opinion. And then the chunks, the 1 CD and 2 CMs, our gang sign, they're made up of 1 CD and 2 CMs. They're made up of concrete details. And other names for concrete details are facts, anecdotes, text, or examples, or evidence. Okay? Now, 1 CD, 2 CM. CM stands for commentary. And in the word commentary, you can see the word comment. And this is where you comment and you give your opinion, your analysis of a person or a character or of a moment, your evaluation of that moment, your explanation. And there's one more, there's room for insight over here. I didn't make a line for it, but insight is also a good synonym of commentary. Then you always close your body paragraph with a closing sentence, which is basically one last CM, one last opinion sentence. Now, a transition word or phrase, transition words or phrases, these are words that connect ideas in your paragraph, okay? And I'm going to show you some examples of those in just a moment. Now, I'd like to create a key here of what the parts will be highlighted in a moment when we look at this essay together. The purple is going to be the thesis, okay? So let's just underline thesis in purple. The topic sentence is going to be underlined in this essay in blue. The concrete details are going to be underlined in yellow. The commentary is going to be underlined in green. The closing sentence will be underlined in pink. And the transition words or ideas, or phrases, excuse me, they're going to be underlined in orange. Okay, so we have here in front of us a full essay, and you can see that this essay has 4 paragraphs. We have this paragraph, this one, and this one. And because you know that every essay has an introduction paragraph and a conclusion paragraph, you can ascertain that this is a 2-body paragraph paper. So let's label the paragraphs right now. Let's draw the shape. This is the shape for an introduction. And let's call this the intro paragraph. This second one is going to be the shape of a rectangle. That's the shape of a body paragraph. This is a body paragraph number 1. Okay, now this one down here, let's draw the rectangle shape again. This is body paragraph number 2. And we know that the conclusion paragraph goes from specific to broad, and this is the conclusion paragraph. Okay, pause the video if you need to slow down. I may be going a bit too quickly for you. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how my introduction paragraph really does kind of go from broad to specific. Okay, I'm going to kind of draw these little like lines around it. like an inverted triangle, broad to specific, okay? And I'm going to read it, and I'm gonna ask you if you think, you know, do I start off with a broad idea and then I go specific to the thesis? When it comes to the spirit of a school, the principal sets the tone. So I'm starting off with school and principal. In the FWCD middle school, Mr. Stevens, the goofy bow tie wearing man, is often seen in the hallways saying howdy or helping students. Now I've gone from school and principal to specifically to Mr. Stevens, and then here is my last sentence. Mr. Stevens is a fantastic middle school principal, and that is my thesis. Okay, so it goes from broad to specific to my very last sentence. Let's underline it and not highlight the words, because then you can't see the words. Some of these highlighters are too dark. So just underline the thesis statement in purple. Now, I'd like us to make sure, does our thesis have a subject and opinion? Yes, it does. Mr. Stevens, let's write subject, is a fantastic middle school principal, and that is the opinion. Okay? Good, good, good. Now, I broke my thesis down into 2 topic sentences. One of my topic sentences is going to talk about how he's crazy and positive. And the next topic sentence for this body paragraph is going to talk about how he's serious and respected. Okay, now I don't know if you wrote your topic sentences that way. You might have, but if you didn't, it's okay. Let's do we're going to color code this first body paragraph together, and I've already told you that first sentence.